That baby's sweet.
Fell for the dangler. Look at him on the LiveScope. That was like the coolest thing I have ever done.
That thing has shoulders, man.
Dude, you're sweaty as hell already.
I'm fat, man. Okay, so imagine if somebody who weighed 150 pounds was on your back right now.
Nice day.
Nicely played. I thought by now you'd be sitting on my bucket.
Here for a second. I gotta show you something. I want you to meet someone. Isn't she a cutie? Just a little baby. Honestly, check this thing out. This is my first time using it. I've been wanting to get my hands on one or get my finger on one. Dude, an 8-inch hole cutter you can pick up with one finger. Loved the 40 volt. Had to try this bad boy out and I've been super impressed. Let's take her for a little rip ski through 9 inches of crappy stacked up layered ice. That baby's sweet.
So seeing your bait in real time is mind-blowing. Dude, watching it on LiveScope is the craziest thing ever. And then I miss it. He's coming.
What did I say?
He's coming up. Oh no. That was like the coolest thing I have ever done. Why did I not buy a LiveScope 4 years ago? I only missed him 3 times. He fell for the dangler. Dude, I'm so watching it fly in on LiveScope and miss it, and then when I dropped my bait down, he went nose down and grabbed. Oh, wow! I don't even know what to say. What have I been doing my whole life?
I actually feel stupid that I haven't owned one yet. They're crazy expensive. You don't need one, but that kind of fun almost shouldn't even be legal. Let's do some more of that.
I have a huge mark looking at my bait, and the ice cracks and it spooked it. Can't even make that up. Oh, swiper. Oh, I missed him. Holy shit, that thing's huge. There he is. Gotta be a pike. Oh, that was intense. Yep, pike. Whew. Look at him on the LiveScope. Oh, that is so sick. Oh my gosh. Whew. Well, now I know when I see a mark that big and it's a walleye, it's 30 inches.
Here's the deal. Rattlebaits are not just a Lake Winnipeg thing. I don't care if you live in Minnesota, Wisconsin, North Dakota, wherever you're at, wherever there's walleyes and ice, they will eat a rattlebait. And especially early ice, when oxygen levels are high, fish are active, bigger, upsized baits, more aggressive jig strokes, they smoke it. And I will say that the first 2 weeks or so after the lake locks up, it seems like there's kind of an awkward transition time where you have fish that are still adjusting, adapting, and those are, you see them, 10 inches off bottom, sulking around, coming up and just peeking at your bait but not eating it. And a lot of people will downsize, use dead sticks, and pick off a few of those fish. Not my style of fishing. There's two different types of fish right now. There's those, and then there's ones that are 3-4 feet off bottom. You can see on the screen we've got bait loaded everywhere. That bait's not down by bottom. That bait is 3-4 feet off bottom. And so I'm fishing. I got one coming up right now. Oh, this would be good timing. So I'm fishing those more aggressive fish that are actively feeding. I'm not trying to fool some shy one that doesn't want to eat anyway. I want one that wants to eat when you're working. Eat. Oh, what a mess. So this one's still a spoon, but this is the biggest 3/16 ounce size tingler spoon that they make. Not a big fish, but anytime you can actually catch one when you're talking on camera is kind of rare, so I'll take it. But upsize those baits, fish higher off bottom, so those fish can see your bait from a distance and target those more active fish.
Finally graphing.
You got one?
Oh, it just took off so fast.
This is one straight to my dead stick.
It went to the left. Here, he's coming in from the left now. He's right on bottom. It's weird. Yeah, isn't that dumb that I knew he went straight left? Here he's coming up. Oh. He's going for my dead stick. Oh. Yeah. See if he'll go for the rattlebait now. Yes. That's so cool. It's so fun, man. Real life video games. See what he took there? I feel kind of like a dirtbag for using that, but if they eat it, I'm gonna use it. Came flying in and smoked it, and I missed him the first time. And then I was watching him on the LiveScope, and he was circling around like a freaking wolf. And then as soon as I picked up the pace and got a little hotter on the bait, he slid up and smoked it. That walleye spit up a couple tiny little emerald shiners in my hole. It literally looks like a bladed hybrid treble. It just gives a little flash and kick down there, and it's gonna have a shimmer like yay. Yeah, I think I'd be more worried about like you jump across and like this slush snow. Hit that snow across there.
Yeah, I know. Oh. Solid. This is all good. Yeah, this is all good.
Sweet. It's almost going to be hard to pick up the 40 volt after that. There's one coming, little one. But it's a walleye. Oh, I should have dropped that dead stick down. Graphing. There he is. Yeah. I can't grab him. Jeez. First timer here. That was embarrassing. Yeah, I was not expecting that. He came in and just inhaled the Rippin Rap, and he's not done fighting. That's a crazy thing about that shallow water, isn't it? Well, that one came in and absolutely smoked a rattlebait just how you want them to. But that being said, obviously rattlebaits aren't always the deal. So the biggest advantage you can give yourself is putting down a dead stick, rocking something more subtle. Worst case scenario, you call them in with the rattlebait, you finish them off with the dead stick. Best case scenario, they eat the Rippin Rap.
That thing has shoulders, man.
Look at that freaking dorsal fin. Down on, down on, down on. Should we get her back?
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Yes.
let me show you what we're set up on. We're on a big basin flat lake. There's not a whole lot of structure. Basically what you're looking for is different depth ranges. Are those fish in 7 feet? Are they in 10 feet? Are they in 12 feet? And then the other thing you can look at is structure, if you want to call it that, on top of the ice. Now this is a common thing up in Winnipeg, more featureless lake where there's lots of heaves and stuff, but same goes true for local waters in central Minnesota, Midwest. So check this out. You can see jagged, piled up sheets of ice, and it transitions right into this clear, clean ice. What that's gonna do, it's gonna let a little bit more light in, obviously, and there's basically, it's almost like a weed line, right? It gives bait fish reason to gather here and something for them to follow along, almost like a contour, almost like a weed line. You know, I sound like I'm trying to know what I'm talking about. I really don't, but I just have seen it work, and I've seen us be successful setting up on these weird ice heave transition edges. So I'm gonna continue to do it. Now, yeah, but you gotta be safe. Spikes around your neck, spud bar, check your way out, buddy system, buddy system. Be safe.
I don't personally believe that it gives you an advantage for walleye fishing.
What do you mean?
I think your only advantage is that you can see a little bit away from your hole, and you can maybe see which way it's going, but I don't know if that even necessarily helps you catch more fish.
I can tell you already today that the advantage it gives me is when I see them come in 8 feet over there and see the level they're at.
Yeah.
I can see like, okay, there's one coming in lower to bottom or higher, or I can see if it's like already locked on my bait. Like when those last couple came in, you could see that they were on it. And so I just kept doing what I was doing, and then I had that one that like came slinking in along bottom, and then I dropped down more, and nice.
That thing just came in.
Nice fish.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
I don't want to get my hands wet, but otherwise I'd help you. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like an underwater camera where you can watch how they react.
Yeah, I totally get it.
You can literally, cause you can actually see their fins at times and how they're turning. Just like you can totally see their mood versus just them coming up or down.
Like probably where the biggest
Oh. I wouldn't bet money it's a pike, but if it's a walleye, it's a wow.
If it's a walleye, it's the walleye.
Pretty pikey, pretty pikey. Oh yeah, jeezo.
That's a nice one.
A few moments later.
Alright, Brett, I'll set this right here for you. You deal with the pike. I'm good.
Yeah, boy.
Still working them?
I had my hands on them and dropped them. Yeah. For a pike. Jeez. How have I not lost this fish yet? Good old bonus. That'll get your heart pumping. Jeez-o. He's gonna splash me. Oh, that was nice of him. Man, we're running out of time and that thing just ate up all of it.
All right, I'm calling it a wrap. First hard water trip of the year. Can't complain, especially when they eat the rattlebaits, but early ice can be unpredictable. So we're gonna get off while we still got a little bit of daylight and make sure there's no cracks or anything we gotta worry about. Appreciate you watching. I hope you use some of these tips on your own local lake. Catch a few more walleyes this winter. If you like what you saw, stay following along by hitting that little red button in the bottom right corner. Thanks so much for watching.